is my mother's childhood doll. It is a Tammy doll. She is a little dirty and her hair is pretty flat in the back. Definitely needs some hair help and a very good cleaning. But really she's in pretty good shape considering she is from 1962. So taking a closer look, you can see the dirt mark on her forehead. And her hair, it's that texture that's kind of hard to deal with. But I think I'm gonna try to reset the curl. And she does have a little indent on the back of her one heel that I can't seem to get out. But otherwise, like I said, she's in great shape. Oddly, my mother did not love this doll. She really wanted a Barbie doll and instead got a Tammy doll. Some of the clothing pieces my mother kept, they are tagged of Tammy, some of them. And that is one of her original outfits for golfing. And that's her golf hat. But some of the pieces like this little romper and this dress are actually tagged for a Pepper doll, which was Tammy's little sister. So they don't really fit Tammy. And my mom doesn't even know why she has these because she says she didn't have a Pepper doll. But then I have this top here that's the striped top, and that's actually tagged for Tammy as well. I'll be gently washing these clothes in some basic dish soap. Loosely based on the eponymous character from the 1957 movie Tammy and the Bachelor, starring Debbie Reynolds, the Tammy doll was introduced by the Ideal Toy Company in 1962 as direct competition for Barbie. The Tammy doll, like Barbie, had an extensive wardrobe and family members with their own clothing lines. She was very popular for a while, but production did stop in 1966 as her popularity fell. But as you can see by this vintage commercial, she had a lot of stuff. This doll is an original Tammy release with straight legs that do not bend. She has the basic 5 points of articulation with movement at the neck, shoulders, and hips. Her feet are slightly slanted for like a kitten heel height shoe. And apparently all Tammy dolls had side glancing eyes and were released in different hair colors, blonde being the most common. This doll is obviously brunette. And I am trying to get that dirt mark off pretty successfully with a Mr. Clean sponge, eraser sponge. And it worked pretty well. It did a really good job also on getting the dirt marks off of her arms. They weren't super obvious. You had to, I don't know that it picked up on the camera, but you could see it in real life. I was also careful during this process not to scrub the face paint, her face up, because it was miraculously perfectly intact and obviously I didn't want to mess it up. After I was done kind of scrubbing her down with the Mr. Clean eraser sponge, I then used a dish detergent, just a liquid dish soap, to wash her down, including her hair, because the next step is to use conditioner. This is the part that took forever, and I did not film most of it, but basically I used a little bit of conditioner, spread it through her hair, and then very, very carefully and very, very slowly combed out each little tiny section of her hair. It took forever. I used plastic straws to make little curlers, which I have done in the past, and tried to go by the existing curl pattern. Mostly this was to give her more body in the back of her head because it had gotten so flat. I did use boiling water, which I carefully only dipped her hair into. I tried not to dip her whole head. I let her hair dry overnight, and the next day I started testing it, making sure the hair had actually dried, and then slowly removed all of my little curlers and tried to zhuzh up her hair as best as I could. I did want to get her a couple of cute dresses that I know would fit her, so I went on eBay and got a couple of used Tammy outfits, and I used Dawn, by the way, to clean the Tammy doll herself, as well as the clothes my mother had saved and the new items I bought off of eBay, or I should say, new to me. They were vintage dresses that had the Tammy label inside. So one of them was this cute little kind of cocktail dress in pretty good shape with the Tammy tag. I let the clothing air dry, and here is the end result. And I think she's looking really cute. I actually showed her to my mom, and she admitted that she should have appreciated Tammy when she was a kid because she's actually a really pretty doll. But what do you think? Let me know by commenting below.